Hey guys, HDvee here. Now, I recently made a video going over the top 5 Pokemon who I believe are the strongest out of all of the Pokemon ever created, and you guys seem to quite like it, so in today's video, I thought we'd take a look at the other side of things. The Pokemon series has evolved over the years so much that there's now nearly 1,000 Pokemon to try and catch. Of course, while there's always discussions over which kind is stronger, which one is more useful, or which one is simply better in every way, there is always the other side of the coin, asking the question of which Pokemon is the most useless of them all. There's plenty of reasons to choose which Pokemon is the weakest, from low stats, weaknesses, how common those weaknesses are, and so on. So I'm going to try and take a look at who is the weakest Pokemon of all time. Don't hesitate to drop a comment down below about the video and if you found it interesting or not. Don't forget to leave a like on this video too to show your support, and I'll be sure to bring out a new video very shortly. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date, and without further ado, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. Starting things off and claiming the number 5 spot in today's top 5 video is Hoppip. Even though this Pokemon is cute as a button, Hoppip is another one of those Pokemon who no splash at low level. In addition, Hoppip only learns a damaging attack at level 10, enough for other Pokemon to reach their final evolution. Due to its dual grass air typing, it is vulnerable to flying, poison, rock, fire, and extremely weak against ice. It does have the advantage of it being immune to ground type Pokemon, but most ground types also have some other type attached to them, and most likely it's going to be one you are weak to. Besides, even if you do manage to go against someone your Hoppip might be strong against, even a gentle breeze will make short work of its low HP stat. For all of these reasons, Hoppip takes the number 5 spot in today's top 5 video. Claiming the number 4 spot in today's top 5 video is Luvdisc. Look at that dumb thing. Look at it. It's supposedly a fish, which means we have to awkwardly pretend that we totally see it instead of the obvious, it's a heart with lips. A heart with lips that doesn't evolve into anything, evolve from anything, and thus will always be stuck as a stupid looking heart with lips, forever. Unfortunately, this is one disc you're never going to love, since its stats are pretty rubbish and it's a freaking flat pink fish. Its Pokedex entry informs us that Luvdisc got its name from couples spotting it in the water and noting that it's disc shaped and looks like a heart. Golly, what throes of passion led to such creativity? Love truly is the greatest muse of all. It really says something when a Pokemon can be confused for a novelty cushion, which is surely the leading cause of death for out of water Luvdiscs worldwide. The fact that they have no evolutionary tree, no real special traits, and a design that looks like it was slapped together on a lazy Friday afternoon has Luvdisc forever relegated to the ranks of Pokemon that are trying and failing to get by being 100% novelty. For all of these reasons, Luvdisc takes the number 4 spot in today's top 5 video. Coming in at the number 3 spot in today's top 5 video is Sunkern. Notorious for being one of the weakest Pokemon in the series stat-wise, Sunkern is a cute grass Pokemon that resembles a seed with a leaf on its head. No arms, no legs, no real limbs, just a bulb with a happy face. Now, it would be interesting if Sunkern were introduced later on in the series, but no dice. It's been in the series ever since Generation 2. And there haven't been any weaker Pokemon introduced since, excluding Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon's new edition of Wishy-Washy solo form. While weak, Sunkern isn't by any means useless. It doesn't have the afflicting capabilities of other grass Pokemon, but it can learn fairly powerful moves which receive stab bonuses rather early on, like Solar Beam or Giga Drain. Sure, they're not the best moves around, but hey, beats Tackle. For all of these reasons, Sunkern takes the number 3 spot in today's top 5 video. Claiming the number 2 spot in today's top 5 video is of course Magikarp. Infamous for its apparent weakness, Magikarp actually has a very well thought out story in the anime, giving mythological context to the fact that they evolve into one of the cooler Pokemon in the roster. We don't count the evolutions here though, and that makes Magikarp seem like an apparent bottom of the list. It would be if it weren't so cliche to have him there. Truth is, while he only knows Splash up until level 15, which is of course known to be painful to grow by switch training, the Pokemon does learn some, dare I say it, useful moves. Tackle, at level 15, finally gives him an outlet for its pathetic attack power, while Flail can actually reach 200 power if you somehow have Magikarp at just 1 hit point. Even its Pokédex entry lists it as the most useless Pokemon in history, along with some confusing information that simultaneously has it able to leap up waterfalls but also being a bad swimmer. Magikarp is based on a Japanese legend, stating that a carp that jumps over the Dragon Gate will become a dragon, hence where the idea for Gyarados came from. That's nice and all, but until you reach that point, Magikarp just sits at the front of your Poke Party, sapping up valuable experience points and then quickly being stowed back into its Pokeball, so one of its teammates can jump in and take the hit. And all the while, it just stares at you with that wide-eyed expression. Magikarp has seen things. We all know how bad this Pokemon is though, especially since it's been around from the very beginning. For all of these reasons though, Magikarp takes the number 2 spot in today's top 5 video. Finishing things off though, and claiming the number 1 spot in today's top 5 video is of course Unknown. Introduced in the 2nd generation with great plans, Unknown and its 28 different forms have devolved into nothing more than a gimmick with a bunch of shapes you would only catch all of if you were really intent on catching them all. It's weak, it resembles letters, it makes mysterious stuff hard to read, and they can only learn Hidden Power, a move which nearly all of the other Pokemon can learn. To make things even worse though, this Pokemon doesn't even evolve, meaning that you're stuck with this Pokemon forever. Pair that with its pretty poor stat total of 336 means that this letter A won't be winning many battles for you at all. Basically, a good idea, ultimately evolving into a waste of space. The game tried to make out that Unknown are from a different dimension, but they also represent an ancient language. We already know that that's not right, since they perfectly resemble the 26 letters of the Roman alphabet, plus an exclamation and question mark, unless those have been borrowed from ancient Egyptians without anyone noticing. Thus, Unknown's entire existence is due to a pointless distraction that nets you some nice items, but not much else. But no, really, have fun filling up your computer box with every version of Unknown you can find, instead of doing literally anything else in the entire game. It's all a lot more fun. For all of these reasons, it's pretty clear to see why Unknown takes the number 1 spot in today's top 5 video. But with that, wraps up this video. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. If you did enjoy the video though, please leave a like, I'd really appreciate it. Like I said at the start of the video, I would also love to hear your guys' opinions too on this subject, so be sure to leave them in the comment section below. I have a couple top 5s coming onto your screen in a second, so be sure to give them a watch if you have the time. And also subscribe if you like my content. That's everything from me though, so thanks for watching guys, have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.